Hi, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ann and this is All the Budgeting. On this channel, I do paycheck cash stuffings, side hustle cash stuffings, cash condensings, and then I always close out my budget every month, which includes a net worth calculation. So if that is interesting to you, I do hope that you consider subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those things. Okay, before I get into today's video, I do want to mention if you are just stumbling on this video and you are looking into the cash envelope budgeting method, you're not sure what it's all about, I have a completely free guide to walk you through how to start with cash envelope budgeting. So you can find the link to get that guide in the description below. Also linked below is another free guide to save money and make money. So, you know, in today's economy, unfortunately, just budgeting is not enough. You often have to find additional ways to save money as well as additional ways to bring in more money. And so this guide is completely chock full of so many options. And again, that is completely free. So both of those guides are linked below in the description. So go check those out. All right, so today's video, I am closing out my October budget. So I do this every single month. And I always like to start with my closeout sheets, which shows me what did I start the month with in each of my envelopes and what am I ending the month with. So starting in emergency, I started the month with $650 and I'm ending with $51.52.50. So obviously I had to dip into emergency this month. So $250, so that went down $400. Health, I also dipped into, so that started with $200 and is now empty. So that went down $200. Extra week started with 100, is ending with 200. So that went up 100. Okay, extra debt is down here. So extra debt started with 490, ending with 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 75. So 875. And so that went up 385. Home maintenance started with 110, ended with 150. So up 40. Home improvement started with 220, ending with 250, 60. Car maintenance started with 200, ending with 220, 40. Pet care started with 15, ending with 55. And then electronics started with 90, ending with 120, 30. Okay, so that does it for that binder. Moving on. I don't include these first few envelopes. Things like rollover, hair, groceries, because those are kind of revolving spending. Okay, so subscriptions started with $12.65 and is ending with 50 plus 180, 650 plus 175 plus 140 plus 120. So ending with $13.15. So that went up 50. Okay, vacation started with 40, ending with 50, 75. So up 35. Christmas started with 280, ending with 1, 2, 3, 10, 15. So that is up 35 as well. And then holiday dinner started with 335, ending with 1, 2, 3, 50, 70. So also up 35. Gifts started with 40 and is ending with 50, 75. So up 35. Okay. Entertainment started empty and is ending with 15. Clothes started with 40, ending with 5. So that went down. Beauty started with 40, also ending with 5. Miscellaneous started empty, ending with 15. Planner stuff started with 60, ending with 75. Crafting started with 110, ending with 125. And 1 month ahead started with 110, ending with 125. Okay. Finally, moving on to my business binder. So taxes started with 115, ending with 1, 20, 40, 60, 85. So that went up 70. And subscriptions, there was no change with my subscriptions. I do think, though, some of them are going to start to pay, pretty sure. So I need to take a look at that. And then actually none of the rest of these had any changes as well. Okay, so I started the month with a total of 6,984 in all of my envelopes. So I'm going to speed this part of the video up. I'm going to add up all of my ending balances and see what we're left with. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am ending the month with a total of 7,339 in my envelopes, which is an increase of 355. Now I am going to circle this, copy it, move it over here to my net worth sheet. And all of these sheets and this planner as a whole is available in my Etsy shop, which you can find linked below as well. So you can get the entire digital planner, or you can get some of the individual sheets if you're just looking for that. So just wanted to point that out. Okay, so my net worth last month was $296,563. And so I've pre-populated some of these, all of these amounts to kind of help with this, speed this part along. So as we just saw, I have $7,339 in my envelopes. My estimated house value based on Zillow.com is $263,900. My estimated trade-in value for my car is $18,596. That's based on Kelley Blue Book. And my current balance in my 401k is $149,109. So let's total these up. Oops. I wish. Okay, so my total assets comes to $438,944. And if we look at my liabilities, my current balance owed on my Chapter 13 bankruptcy is $6,315. I am so close to being done with that. My outstanding principal on my mortgage is $110,815. I owe $14,120 on a 401k loan, and I have $2,752 in a no interest medical debt. So let's total these. Okay, so my total liabilities comes to $134,002. So to get my new net worth, I'm going to subtract my liabilities from my assets. So $438,944 minus $134,002. I am over the $300,000 net worth mark. I just have to, wow, I wasn't prepared for this possibility today. 304,942. I need you to understand something. I filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy in November 2021. So at the beginning of 2022, just almost 4 years ago now, I had a negative net worth. I had about a negative, $1,000 in that area net worth. In less than 4 years, I brought my net worth to, that looks like a 6. I'm gonna erase this. I now have a net worth of $304,942. I'm a little bit at a loss for words right now. This is because of this budgeting method. 100%. This is because of this budgeting method. I would not be here without this budgeting method. So I don't know why everybody doesn't budget this way. Wow. I'm really at a loss for words right now. Holy moly. Okay. All right. So let's get the amount changed. So I'm going to take this month's net worth and subtract last month's. So minus 296,563. So my net worth went up this month, $8,000. So $8,379. And here's the other thing. This is why I recommend doing this, because you saw in my envelopes, I had a dip into emergency and I had a dip into my health fund. So if I wasn't doing this, I could have looked at, even though my totals did go up about 300, overall, I still could have felt like last month was a bit of a fail because of having to dip into those funds and deplete them really. But my net worth went up $8,000. So it's the total. It's looking at the whole picture, not just one aspect of things. So that's where I really feel like this is an important step in your budgeting journey to do this. So, okay, so to get my percentage change, I'm going to take the amount change and divide by last month's net worth. So 83.79 divided by 296,563. So it went up 3%. Wow. I am really at a loss here. I want to see, do I have that as a goal of mine? Yep, I just met a goal. So we are going to check that off, and we're going to put, it is November 1st as I am writing this. So my next net worth goal is going to be 400K. Okay. I mean, I never, even just typing that, who do I think I am that I'm going to get a 400K net worth? I am the person who has lived paycheck to paycheck my entire adult life. And now I am within a couple months of wrapping up this bankruptcy. And then my goal is going to shift to some of those other debts. Based on what I've calculated, I should be completely outside of my mortgage. I should be completely out of debt by next June, July. I mean, and then I can start rebuilding my credit once the bankruptcy is paid off. But I have never not had debt of some kind in my adult life. Wow. Okay. Anyway, you're just listening to me kind of ramble and be just flabbergasted by what just transpired. Again, if you are just stumbling on this video and you don't know what the cash envelope budgeting method is, I'm not being dramatic. It has changed my life. It has changed my financial situation. Not even a 180, just 5 180s, So I have the free guide. You can just check it out. You can see what it's about and kind of how to get started with it. It's 100% free. So check that out, please. If you are on the fence, just try to do it. Because my gosh, this is just absolutely mind-blowing. Anyway, okay. I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'm going to move on with my day. So next up will be my first paycheck stuffing for the month of November. All right, everyone, I hope you're having a great week.